Well, I was first introduced to the concept that it might be better through my mentor, Charles Polkin, because he would always talk about how you're wasting your time if you're doing hours of cardio, if your goal is fat loss or hormone balance or things like this. And being that I had a little bit of sprinting background in college, I took it back up again. My daughter inspired me to start sprinting again. And so I started doing the research on why is this working better and why is it working for my clients and people I know, especially women over 40. And what I discovered is that your brain increases BDNF for one thing, so brain-derived neurotropic factor, and that in turn, the catecholamines that are released help you burn fat long after you're done running, whereas opposed to when you're doing slow distance, that's pretty much it. You're not really burning as much fat. So I'm proposing, how about spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes instead of an hour of running, and sprinting will absolutely do it. It's one of the things that will get you really lean and without a lot of time commitment. This is a problem in society today where people are very distracted and they do want to check out and maybe listen to something or they're multitasking by listening to an audiobook, but that's not the time. The time that they take to exercise should be the time to focus on building their body into a stronger person. So you have a lot of running injuries, Achilles, knees, all kinds of things, shin splints, with long, slow distance as well, because they just think it's easy, I'll just go start running. And that's really not the proper way either. I think it's just a trend, that's a mentality that's happened where, okay, I run long distance and I eat lots of carbohydrates. And we have found these days that actually the opposite is better for you. According to the science backs it up. And according to just our own daily experiences with, my athletes, probably your clients as well, and that it just works. A lot of joint pain we know comes from diet and not necessarily from overuse injuries, which tend to happen more in endurance training. So the inflammation that is coming from the diet will present itself. Bacteria actually escape and go through the bloodstream and settle in our joints. So they find the inflamed tissue. So say you did overuse your knees. You have inflamed tissue there. These bacteria will go and swim and live there and inflame them even more. Like it creates a cascading effect. So cleaning up the diet is the first thing to getting strong enough to do any kind of exercise. But with sprinting, you're right, you're not using it as much. You have a shorter time period. So you have different types of loads that keep you from overusing your joints. So yes, better for your joints. And there are various ways to sprint. So you could be sprinting on grass first or the beach like we did today. Way better for our joints.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and more resistance for a shorter amount of time. And we still got a very cardiovascular benefit of it. We got into the lactic zone, which was the purpose of today, was to remain explosive, get some cardio, some breath going, and then also get into the lactic zone, which is the best way to stimulate growth hormone and the best way to burn fat. People are afraid, I'm going to pull a hamstring. So the best way to start is to start strength training, and you can start doing that with dumbbells. You can do it with body weight to start. I really am a big fan of not staying in the body weight category for too long and having resistance training. So you can do a really easy dumbbell workout to strengthen the muscles that you're going to need for sprinting. And then you can progress to maybe start walking up a hill because that forces your toe to dorsiflex, which is the proper sprinting form. Your toe is up then. And so you're walking up the hill maybe for a couple weeks. It depends on your level.